Hey guys, welcome back to our Miami Redhawks Dynasty. We're starting off the college football playoff in this episode, playing against the #1 seed in the country, Washington. As they're not rated that much higher than us, but it's still going to be a tough game nonetheless. We have been grinding our way from the bottom of the nation all the way up to top 12. Entering the CFP for the first time in our program history. How far will we go? I mean, that's the real question. I don't really have super high hopes for us since we have to play the #1 seed in the country right away, but we're definitely going to give it the best shot we have, as we are just about set to get underway in college football playoff time. They have so many yards per game. Dang, wow. We really just don't know what to expect. We have not been in a situation like this, played teams like this well that are actually making it consistently to the playoff. They're going basically straight away with a wow, what a throw was that. Oh, and Jalen Daniels transferred to Washington? Well, that's a very interesting thing. Did not know that he was on Washington. Throwing that one, it is knocked incomplete. Great defense so far. Two tough hits from the secondary of Miami, forcing incompletions. That one is going to get caught, and he's barely going to get the first down. Just past. I think that was Jalil Reshad out there. Was just barely able to get there across the first down before our defense was able to get to him, as that's just a really good play. Breaking tackles is Jonah Coleman, and he gets 7. Washington trying to put up points early in this playoff. They want to start with a lead. They are the home team. They have the momentum and the crowd on their side, and they'd like to keep it that way. Wow, what a throw! Just past the outstretched diving arm of the corner, and Jalen Daniels sets him up to Ryan Otten for a huge gain. That is an absolutely massive play by Jalen Daniels in this Husky team. Over the middle, and it's caught for about 4 yards. Marco Devi getting in on the tackle. Playing a little bit heavier right now. We haven't really tried to play a lot of these linebacker sets, as that is just a terrible awareness from Jonah Coleman. He could have cut that back up. Instead, it's 3rd and goal. Back to the air. Jalen Daniels scrambling with it, just throws it out of the back of the end zone and brings up a 4th down. Definitely going with the safe man block. We do not want to get called for a penalty here. We will just concede the 3 points that are up and good. But a great defensive stand from the Redhawks to hold on only 3. I am very happy with that. Easily could have allowed 7 points on that initial drive. We'll take the 3 points, as we'll go with Cam Perry out to the 21-yard line to start the first offensive drive for Tyler Toledo and company. We've been a little more hot as of late on the offensive side of the ball, as we are going to start immediately on the ground and lose a yard. Not really much happening there. Really haven't had to play against an environment this tough before. Tyler Toledo just going to run with it, and he gets a nice couple yards with 3rd and 2. We're trying on a different passing meter. We're going back to the revamped passing. Haven't used it in kind of quite a bit. But that is going to be... Oh, he dropped it. Oh my goodness, I think that was almost complete though, to be honest. For some reason it looked like the corner almost got there, but I think our tight end had his hands on the ball and just didn't hold on to it for some reason. Nerves, I guess, playing in a big game, as the punt is booted away and out of bounds out of the 29-yard line. So down 3, and they're back out on offense again, breaking tackles, and down he goes, gain of 2. Jalen Daniels trying to put the pressure on and trying to put up more points. Can we get a stop? Throwing over the middle, it's caught, and a first down to Denzel Boston. They definitely have some firepower that we just do not have currently, and that's going to make it tough, as that is a great quick throw from Jalen Daniels to pick on Rayon Strader. I might try to see if we can send something here. We need to get Jalen Daniels a little bit more rattled back there. He looks calm and poised to make some good plays. Good juke move from Jonah. Gets a couple. 2nd down and 5. Trying to bring on a little bit of a blitz there. It is caught, breaking tackles, and it's a first down. Jalen Daniels up over 100 yards here in the first quarter. Already up over 100 yards on the day. Going with the run on the RPO. Gets hit hard from Luke Coleman. Second down and 9. Going to try to bring a little bit of pressure here. Throwing it, and it hits Rayon Strader like right in the face. Was definitely an interesting play there. But scrolling out of the pocket, finds the open tight end, but it's not enough for the first. Good open field tackle, and we are set up for another field goal as the kick is up, and it is good, but 2 drives and only 6 points for Washington. So you can't really ask for much better from this defense. We need to hold them at bay early and try to get some momentum on our side. So what will the Redhawks do? As they're going to get set for their second possession on offense. We honestly just got to get some easy completions right now. We got to find a way to move the chains. Tony Purdom with a couple yards there, gets 4. Honestly, just some of these quick plays are sometimes just the move. Motioning out. Finds the screen. Screen pass is good enough for a first down. There we go. We'll take that. Just get a way to move the chains. Kevin Davis fighting for yards, gets 2. Brings down a second down and 8. Throwing this thing deep. It is caught for a huge play. It is going to be all the way in for the touchdown. Kevin Davis beats him over the top, and it's a beautiful rainbow from Tyler Toledo for the score. And the Redhawks are going to go up in front on the road. What a beautiful play. Kevin Davis just beats his man clean off the snap. And Tyler Toledo doesn't miss him. Hits him right in stride for the beautiful score. So 84 yards in just 4 plays. Taking about 1:20 off the clock. As this first quarter is coming to an end here pretty soon. Should be just about the last play of the quarter. Might not be, though. Depends on if it's completion or not. But they're going to throw it, and it's thrown out of bounds. Wow, what a horrible throw. I mean, if that was just a little bit more accurate, that could have been maybe an interception. So Jalen Daniels a little bit lucky that that was a very inaccurate play. And running back right down the hole. As the first quarter comes to a close, it's 7-6. Redhawks really just have not been able to establish the run game so far for the Redhawks. Throwing this thing, it could be... Wow, what a catch. Just picking on the shorter defender. What a throw and what a catch. Try to go up for the interception, and instead just nothing happens. And that is a huge play for the Huskies. Going with play action. Throwing it. It's caught for the touchdown in double coverage. Denzel Boston with the insane catch. There's no way that somebody doesn't get a hand on this. Jalen Daniels breaks a sack. And that's insane. I mean, that is just an incredible play from the Huskies. I mean, if they're making plays like that, this game is going to be near impossible to beat. All right, let's try to go back on the ground game a little bit here. Out to Kevin Davis. Oh, if he just had a little bit more speed out to the outside, that would have been insane. Second down and 8. Going to motion our guy over. Throwing it. Nice little... Oh, my gosh. Connor Briggs with a very big letdown play there. And he is just going to go down for the sack. Hayden Moore comes in so fast and gets the sack. Couldn't even get to his drop as he's already hit hard. And that definitely could have been blocked, but that's not a great punt. Out of bounds at about midfield. Gotta find a way to get this team slowed down. Throwing it, and it's knocked incomplete. Luke Evans. Attaboy, Luke. That's what we need. Gonna be running right up the middle on the read option for about 3 yards. Good open field tackles, making this thing a possibility here to get them stopped. We got to make a play, though. Dropping back, Jalen Daniels going to run with it, and there is a flag down. Looks like it might be a hold. He does slide down before the first, so we might be able to just take it. I don't want to accept it because it lets them have an opportunity to get past it. But if we don't, it's pretty much a guaranteed field goal. Well, they get to about the same spot anyway. So I guess it didn't matter in the first place because it would have been the 43 or that completion made it to the 42. So didn't quite matter, and that is a terrible punt just right into the middle of the end zone. All right, let's see how this next drive goes. Throw in quick, and it is caught for a first down. Tony Purdom. Got to find ways to get Tony Purdom involved in this game. Running up the middle with Tyler Toledo for 2. Running back on the ground, and 2 more. Really just cannot get the ground game going. Oh, and the screen is a beautiful call. And it's going to be a huge first down for Kevin Davis to midfield. Really good play call. Fooled him exactly what we wanted. Tyler, oh, just can't get much. For a second, looked super clean. And that is not going to work. Third down. We were hoping to be able to get at least some yards out of that. But instead, no, it's caught. What a dime from Tyler. We were hoping that Connor Briggs was going to take that out route and not the hitch on that option play. But instead, the pass barely gets through past the defender. I mean, if Tyler Toledo has even one less throw power, that thing's getting deflected. That's crazy. Kevin Davis, 4 yards. Going with the option play on second down. Kevin Davis for a first down into the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. Throwing, and he's hit as he releases it. Incomplete. Big second down incoming. Throwing. Quick to the tight end for a couple yards, makes it 3rd and manageable. It's 3rd down and 4. Throwing quick, and he overthrew his tight end for a wide open touchdown. Oh, that's so big. Man, this field goal is not going to be easy. And the kick is up, and it is absolutely drilled by Dom. Gets the 3 points on the board, and we're drawing a little bit closer. Would have loved to have 7 points there, but we will take at least just scoring. With 1:17 left, your score 13-10. Defense wins championships, and that's what is needed right now. Good hit again. Luke Evans is all over the field today. Luke Evans is just really all over the field today. What an overthrow. Incomplete. I mean, is this putting ourselves in an opportunity where we could get another drive? Throwing it right, barely past the outstretched arm of Jalil Reshad. I feel like that was excellent coverage. It was just a better throw. Got absolutely drilled, though. What a hit from the safety after the play. I mean, dang. Dropping back on the next one. Over the side for a nice catch to the tight end. Just those little mesh concepts working like a charm right now. 1st and 10. We're going to send a blitz. It's a quick one, and he's knocked out of bounds, gain of 9. Trying to send some pressure, because if we can get a sack, we can really make this thing tough. That's a great play. Absolutely drilled yet again. They're going to hold on to it. And they just called their last time out. All right. That's interesting. Throwing it, and it's almost intercepted. Rayon Strader was right there. Rayon was right there. 2nd down. Dropping back. It's going to be a fumble, and it's picked up by the offense. That's actually huge. Looks like they're going to try to just spike it. And all right, so they're basically going to attempt to get those 3 points back that they allowed for us on our last drive. As that kick is up, and it is good. And it's back to a 6-point game again. As Lionel Billip Williams will get a chance to return. But not much, as we're going to go to the half. It's 16-10 Huskies. But we do get the ball to start the half with an opportunity to take a lead. Lionel, good return to the 21. Had about a guy to beat, though. So, let's go right back to our jet touch game. Going to try to use the blockers effectively. Gets 8 yards to Kevin Davis. Bringing up a second down. Immediate run back to Kevin Davis for the first down. Taking borderline forever to change plays. Throwing quick with the mesh. Gets 6. This one might look pretty good here. Throwing it. It is going to be caught. Dropped. Oh my goodness, guys. We can't be having plays like that. Especially when it's a dime of a throw. Kevin to 4th and 2. I feel like we go for this. I think we try to be a little bit aggressive here. Throwing. And he drops it. Oh my gosh. Hit him right in the hands and he couldn't hold on. Tyler Toledo is slinging it today, but who is not showing up? The receivers. That's big. Quick throw for 2 yards to the tight end. And Jalen Daniels and the Huskies are back on the march. Trying to extend this lead. Running it to Jonah for a huge gain, and Jonah Coleman down to the 20-yard line. I mean, we can't stop them right now. I don't think we have the personnel to be able to stop these guys. Good hit. Huge hit, actually. I feel like we would eventually have the personnel for it. I think we're just too young of a team at this current moment. I really, really like the stars that we have. That is a woohoo. That was wide open. We basically feel like we just have to blitz on every single snap. That's the only way that we can even do anything. Under some serious heat, and down he goes. At the 29-yard line, good sack, Eli Blakey back there. Gonna be basically setting them up with a little bit longer of a field goal at least. Not as much of a gimme. And, oh, he did drill it though. All right, boys, we gotta have less drops. That has been such a huge change for us. Wow, Lionel almost had that. Alrighty. Let's try something crazy. We're gonna go with Wildcat this time. A run to the outside. There's a flag down. That was so late. And it's a hold on Andrew Lowry, of all people. Always Andrew Lowry. Well, let's see if it'll work to just do it again. Can we fool him the second time? Wow, Kevin Davis getting an opportunity, and Kevin Davis is going to run down the sideline to the 40, to the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Kevin Davis. It actually worked out even better than I thought, as we only gained like 6 yards the first time. The second time, he gets it all the way to the house. Beautiful time. Beautiful, beautiful play. Kevin Davis. Jump on this man's back, apparently. Wow. And with the extra point up and good, it's now a 2-point game. Just like that. All right, well, let's just find a way to stop him for once. Good deflection, Luke Evans. It is all Luke Evans on defense right now. This man has 5 tackles and 3 deflections in this game. In just this game. Yes. That's insane. Good quick throw. Gets demolished by the safety, but still holds on. 3rd and inches. 3rd down and inches. Throwing it. It's going to be intercepted. Intercepted from Walter So. Gets a huge return, and the Rockstar gets the interception, and we're starting at the 40. Can that be what changes the momentum of this game? Our stars are making an impact when it's needed the most. A huge takeaway from Walter So. Just underthrown. Denzel Boston had him too. Well, now we have ourselves in really a really good spot. See what we can do with it. As we're going to run for about 3 yards on the jet touch. Basically try some more or less safe plays. Try to get ourselves in a position to be able to put up some more points. Going to be throwing it off to the screen. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not really much else on that, to be honest. 3rd down and 7. Throwing, and it's going to be intercepted. Wow, what coverage. We thought for sure Reggie Virgil was going to cook him on that inside cut. It looked so good, but I think Reggie Virgil ran into him. That had to have been what happened, because there's no way he didn't cook on that route. The leverage looked fantastic in Reggie's favor. Yeah, he just literally walked behind him. You can't be doing that, Reggie. Like, that's such a big lapse in judgment. That's just terrible. A higher overall receiver definitely would have just stayed the course, and you have the advantage. You have the leverage you want. Just stand your ground and take the ball. Like, I don't even know what to say to that. That is going to be caught. That was a really sketchy pass, though, to be honest. Brings up a 2nd down and 5. As they're driving again with all these quick throws. Just goodness. 3rd and 1. Let's see what they have up their sleeve. We're going to send a blitz because we want to get to him quickly, but we're not going to get to him at all, potentially. That is a huge gain on the jet touch, and it's a 1st down to the 23. 1st and 10. Throwing it on the screen for about 3 yards. Jalen Daniels up over 300 yards. 2nd and 7. Throwing it. Touchdown. Otten wide open over the middle. No one keeps up with them. And they are back in front by even more. Back to a 9-point game. I mean, I feel like we've had our chances in this game. We've had plenty of chances. A lot of receivers letting us down, I feel like, in this game for sure. Drop passes hurt. Just not intelligent route running, that also hurts. And we're going to hit up quick to Kevin Davis for a 1st down on the little swing pass. As it takes us to the end of the 3rd quarter. It's going to take a miracle. 17-26, Huskies. 1st and 10. Motioning our guy over. Throwing it. Quick, and it's caught for Tony Purdom. I mean, Tyler's been playing not bad. Not bad at all, honestly. I feel like he was going to get a little bit more rattled than he has. Kevin Davis, good move. Another flag. So help me. If that is Andrew Lowry again. Oh my God. Andrew. I mean, does this guy know how to do anything other? Oh my gosh, that is just a terrible throw. That is terrible. Definitely didn't see that. As Tyler is just... He's falling apart here towards the end. I think the pressure's starting to get to him. This is his first college playoff game, and it is really showing. Just in that last drive. 2 interceptions. One of them not really his fault. That last one definitely his fault. And we're going to be living and dying by the defense at this point. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know who was covering him, but he just fell down. If he didn't fall down, that was a touchdown. Pretty much no matter what route they run, they're wide open. Oh my gosh, who is supposed to be on this man? Because we try to run man, we run zone. It doesn't really matter, apparently. Because Jalen Daniels is just that guy. Oh, that's a good play out to the tight end. If they score here, probably just going to be moving it right on to the end. We'll have to see what we want to do. I mean, we weren't expecting our team to be able to do something crazy, as we're still a young team. But the new game is coming out here pretty soon, so it's kind of not going to be enough time to be able to finish an entire full season if we're playing each game of it. So we might have to do a little bit of an amendment there and kind of do some user games, some sim, just to be able to grind through a couple seasons a little bit faster so we can see some success from this roster, which is probably something that I'll do. We'll see if we can more or less simulate until we find some success on the squad. But this has been a decent progression rate right now, because there's no way I would have thought we'd be making it at least to the CFP by the second year. That's kind of crazy. Throwing it. Great throw out to Tony Purdom. Huge play. That is excellent. First down again. Throwing. Caught. And another nice catch. First down. Or not first down, but we'll go no huddle. Second down here. Throwing it. It is caught for the touchdown. Reggie Virgil. Tyler Toledo. Great job on that drive. We get a very quick score. And I mean, it's not quite over yet, but it's not looking promising. And we have to get a stop on defense. We've, had one stop because of an interception, pretty much. Otherwise, they've been getting nothing but field goals and touchdowns. Going to be having a heck of a run up the middle. I mean, dang, no one can tackle Jonah Coleman. I'm telling you that right now. Throwing it, caught. Good quick throw, 8 yards. Keith Reynolds making a nice catch over the middle. Unfazed by the hit stick. Second down and 2. Going back with the double reverse again, and it's a huge loss. Ethan McDowell on the play. Huge, huge play. Bringing up a 3rd and 7. Dropping back. Under pressure. Down he goes for the sack. And a timeout is going to be called. We're calling that just because they could have drained this all the way down to the 2-minute warning before they punted it. This will guarantee that we get the 2-minute warning back as basically a timeout. Cam Perry back deep to return. Finds a way, finds a crease, and Cam Perry is going to take this thing all the way down. And we're just going to fall down. We just fall down at the 2. We don't want to score a touchdown too fast. Ideally here, we fall down and don't get in. Oh, no, he got in anyway. Okay, guess it didn't matter. Cam Perry could have had his touchdown. But holy smokes, guys. Cam Perry just went wild on basically that punt return there. That was insane. I don't know how he got through that crease and got around to that outside. But that's an insane play, and Kevin Davis puts the Redhawks in front. 2-point conversion. Tyler Toledo running with it, can't get to it. It's no good. Just a 1-point lead, 30-29, as we're going to kick it away with a lead. Improbable is my only word right now. Well, what is Jalen Daniels going to do this time? Throwing it immediately to Denzel Boston for a massive gain and already near midfield in one play. As we're already getting to the 2-minute warning. Washington still has all their timeouts. They have momentum. They're at home. Throwing it, it is knocked incomplete. Huge hit from Walter So. Thank goodness for Walter So. That hit was much needed. Throwing it. Oh my gosh, I have a hard flat right there and it still doesn't matter. Good catch. 3rd and 5. Throwing it and it's caught for a first down. Can we play tighter coverage, guys? I would love to just actually play close to them. That'd be nice. Motioning over. They're going to choose the run instead, and he's going to get stuffed. 2nd down and 7. They are in field goal range. This is the not ideal part, for sure. As they're going to throw it, and it's going to be knocked incomplete. Rayon Strader. We got to get a sack. We got to do something. On 3rd down. Throwing it. Beautiful throw. Oh my lord, what a throw and what a route from Denzel. It's going to be a booth review though, which I think he made it. I don't think there's any way that this was not complete. Yeah, they definitely just give it to him there. But it's 1st and 10. We honestly just want them to score. That would be the most ideal. Just let them score. They call a timeout. I'm not sure whether or not just like running the clock out and kicking a field goal to win the game. That would be my thought process here. But we're just going to give them the touchdown, because then we at least have the ball in our possession with a chance to win. They could have easily just literally ran the clock out and kicked a field goal to win the game. But Washington goes up. Definitely going to be going for 2 here. This is a very big play. Very big play. Throwing it. Oh, that's beautiful. And that is a 2-point conversion. So it's 37-30. Minute left. Just going to let that thing bounce out of the back of the end zone. And we're going to see what this offense has for us. Tyler Toledo going to run with it. And it's a nice play. No huddle. Go back to what's been working for us. 1st and 10 again. Oh no, it is caught. And we're going to go no huddle again. Okay, definitely thought that was a different play there. It is not liking to allow us to choose any different play at all. Going to run again with the QB. Huge amount of space. And a timeout will be called. Huge play from Tyler Toledo, getting us across midfield and down inside the 40. 24 seconds left inside the 40. Throwing it, and he overthrows his receiver. Had a little bit of space there for sure. I think we go back to a look similar to that. I like our odds on that. Looks pretty good again, and he just underthrew him. 3rd down and 10. Throwing it to the corner of the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. What a throw to Kevin Davis for another touchdown. Kevin Davis with 9 seconds left in the game. 9 seconds left in the game, and it's tied. 37-37. As Tyler Toledo leading this team fantastically. As we go with the squib, get some of the seconds off the clock. There's only 6 seconds now. As they really have one huge heave here for Jalen Daniels, and he goes down for the sack. Beautiful job from Ethan McDowell to just make sure that doesn't even have an opportunity. And boys, we're going to OT. All right, I thought this game was completely over. But on the back of Kevin Davis and Tyler Toledo, and honestly a little bit of Ethan McDowell in there, there's life. And what is better than potential Cinderella story overtime in the college football playoff against the #1 seed in the college football playoff in the 1st round? So Washington will win the toss, and they get to play defense first. Very, very big OT for us. Just got to play to our strengths. Not do anything too cute. 2nd down and 9. Throwing. Absolutely wide open play. And it's a touchdown for Tony Purdom. Wide open. Tyler to Tony. And it's a touchdown, and we're up first. As the extra point is up and good. And in basically 2 plays, a quick strike score. What a momentum shift. This crowd seems stunned at what they are seeing. It is going to be knocked incomplete. Eli Blakey, great coverage. Everyone in this team is dead. They are so tired. We do not have the stamina of this Washington team. Oh, Jalil Reshad almost ended it. Jalil Reshad almost ended it. It is caught, and it's a 4th down. It was short. 4th and 1. Looking for a quick play. He holds on. What a catch. Got absolutely walloped. But a crazy catch. Throwing it, and it's knocked incomplete. I don't even know how many cover 4s we have. We're trying to use them all. Going to just get him down. Woo! 3rd and 7. Potential big play, and it's caught. Oh no. That's such a big catch. Throwing it. Knocked incomplete. Rayon Strader, good hit. 2nd and goal. Just gonna run in the back of the end zone. He throws it incomplete. This has been tough to even say anything. It's been so nerve-wracking. Oh, he just broke Zach Scoble's ankles. That was so filthy from Jonah Coleman. Extra point is up and good. It's 44 apiece. Oh, that was the most painstaking touchdown drive I've had in a while. Tried to do just about everything we could on that. Throwing quick to the sideline, 8 yards. Throwing it. Oh no, he missed him. Oh no. We read that to perfection and he didn't attempt to intercept it. That should have been an interception and a game over. Oh no. What happened? What happened, Caleb? I mean, you can't read this any better. Look at us break on that ball. We know it's coming right there. Hits triangle for interception, and you know what he does? Puts up a hand to karate chop the ball, and it ends up being a touchdown. And that is just so unlucky. Going to get the 2-point conversion. My God. That's going to make it insanely tough. 1st and 10. Throwing. Oh, no. Oh, he just overthrew him. That was way too much of an air ball. It had potential there. He beat him clean. But a little risky otherwise. Good throw. Over the middle. Nice catch. 1st and goal. Gets ourselves in a decent little position here. Just going to run out with Tyler Toledo. Just going to have to throw that one out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Pressure definitely getting to him. As we're going to go with the direct snap. Kevin Davis gets to the 3. Honestly, I kind of like that again. If we can just go cross a body. No! Gets to 4th and goal. This is it. This is for all the marbles right here. Don't like how this looks, but it's going to be caught for the touchdown to Tony Purdom. We're honestly just going to do something similar. Throwing it. No! The diving deflection ends the game. Washington's going to get the win in the 1st round of the CFP on a heartbreaking loss. 52-50. Jalen Daniels was unstoppable, almost throwing for 500 yards. That is a heartbreaker. No two ways about it. Oh, that one's going to sting. We shouldn't have been that close, so it doesn't sting as much as it could. But we really had multiple opportunities to win that game. Caleb Tubbs missing the interception in the end zone being the most important one of them all. Because, boys, we went toe-to-toe. I don't think anyone can tell us otherwise. Tyler Toledo, 21 for 33, 339 yards, 5 touchdowns. The 2 interceptions were unfortunate. Running, we could not do. Receiving-wise, Kevin Davis had 9 catches for 241 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tony Purdom, 6 for 104 and 2. Holy moly, 17 tackles for Luke Evans. Oh my lord, was he all over the field. 4 TFLs for Ethan McDowell. 3 for Ty Thompson. 2 sacks for Ty Thompson and 1.5 for Ethan McDowell. With 1 interception from Walter. So it looks like we lost our defensive coordinator. He must have impressed just enough that someone wanted to snipe him up. I think the guy that we like the most is this Sam Bigby. I think we're going to offer him to be the new defensive coordinator. He's got a 4-2-5 scheme and seems like he's a motivator. And sweet, he did accept the offer, so he's going to be our new defensive coordinator, which will be officially changing us from the 4-3 base defense over to a 4-2-5. So love it. As we look through the rest of the CFP, as we're getting all the way to the end, the national championship game is Clemson versus Penn State. It looked like Washington didn't make it very much further as they got knocked out by Tennessee in the very next round. But it looks like Penn State is the best of the best because they're going to win the national championship in 2025 over Clemson 36-24. Now we get the chance to ponder over the stats so far that we've accumulated for the season. 3,100 passing yards for Tyler Toledo, 16 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Really came on strong as of the second half of the year, but just couldn't quite get a lot of touchdowns going at any point in time. He showed flashes of greatness, but just was not consistent. But he also was a true freshman. Running-wise, Kevin Davis also showed some nice flashes, got 17 touchdowns on the ground, but didn't even rush for 1,000 yards. Tyler Toledo even ended up running for 200 yards towards the end of the season. We had a very even receiving lineup. Tony Purdom over there was 779, 42 catches and 7 touchdowns. Reggie Virgil, 55 catches, 698 yards and 3 scores. Kevin Davis led the team in receptions with 64 of them and got 3 touchdowns. Javon Tracy never had a touchdown for the entire season. Defense, 92 tackles for Caleb Tubbs, outstanding player. 24 TFLs for 14 sacks for Ty Thompson. He has been a legend. Jalil Reshad getting in on the action with 70 tackles and 14 TFLs. Had an interception and 7 pass deflections. Holy, 13 pass deflections for Luke Evans. I mean, that's insane. Rayon Strader had 10 also. 6 interceptions for Rayon as well. Caleb had 6 of them himself. And Walter So, great true freshman season with 4 interceptions, 5 deflections. But it's time to come to the players leaving stage. So no one wants to transfer away, which is good. But we're going to lose some players to graduation. Charlie Nank, one of the offensive linemen that was a big starter for us. Kevin Davis, that is a sad loss, especially because we don't really know who our running back is going to be. Dom Dizioban, the kicker, he's gone. Caleb Tubbs is gone. Still going to be a little bit bitter about Caleb Tubbs. I mean, he played really well for a majority of his career, but that's a very, very bitter end to this man's career. So it's time to look at the transfer portal. Again, we have, 5 guys over here that look quite promising that we'd be able to get any and all of those guys. And with our 750 hours, let's see who is available in the transfer portal. So after looking at the transfer portal, it's time for National Signing Day to look at the rest of the guys that we signed afterward. Starting with Tyreek Stubbs. First one to sign in the transfer portal period. He's an elite dev 97 speed receiver. Oh my word, the amount of elite devs in this class is insane. Clay Van Horn, the athlete agile center. He's normal development, normal for Evan Wimberly. And we ended up finishing with the 13th class in the country. That's a crazy class. We get a chance to go look at our new defensive coordinator. Wow, he is just straight up basically maxed for the whole first tier motivator. Then he also has quite a bit of boosts. And then he'll help us out a little bit in the recruiter game. For our skill tree, we're going to upgrade and purchase the tactician badge just so we can start upgrading some more stuff. Well, it's time for the training results. We'll see where our team increased to. We're up to an 86 overall, 86 offense and 87 defense before cuts. And wow, George Estes upgraded so much that he upgraded over Tyler Toledo at this point. That's actually kind of crazy. Throw power is just still so bad for George Estes. Cam Perry took a huge jump as he's now technically our #1 wide receiver. Andrew Lowry went up a decent amount there, up to an 83 overall. Man, Javon Hammonds just keeps on getting quicker and quicker. He's up to 99 Excel now and jumped up to quick jump. Wow, Marco Devi went from our worst linebacker probably to our best now. Rayon Strader basically just got a bunch of abilities. Walter So finally has house call now. We ended up having to move Michael Yarbrough and Quaysheed Scott both from corner over to strong safety because we just didn't have anybody to start. We can't start a 79 speed safety out here. So after making the cuts, we're up to an 87 across the board, nice and even. But hey guys, that's going to end it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Sad to see that it was a tough ending with that loss in the CFP, but definitely let me know in the comments if you'd like to see if I can just kind of play a few games each season and kind of do more of a faster paced season so we can get through a couple seasons potentially, maybe 1 or 2, to see if we can try to give them a better ending to the story. But I will see you guys in the next video. And until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.